Let me read the question now. Three transport companies P, Q and R bought RON 95 petrol, RON 97 petrol and diesel from a fuel company. The following table shows the volume of the RON 95 petrol, RON 97 petrol and diesel bought by each company. So as you can see here, you have company P, Q and R and the respective RON 95 petrol, RON 97 petrol and diesels. Okay, in this case they are listed in terms of volumes. Okay, so let us continue to read the question. The bills of the companies P, Q and R are 1,786 ringgit, 1,810 ringgit and 2,592 ringgit respectively. The price of each liter of the RON 95 petrol, RON 97 petrol and diesel are X ringgit, Y ringgit and Z ringgit respectively. Form three linear equations and hence solve the simultaneous linear equation. So this is the oral question. Okay, so before moving on into solving the question, okay, I just want to make you clear about this. Okay, the bills of the company P is 1,786, for the company Q is 1,810 ringgit, whereas for the company R is 2,592. Okay, in terms of the variable, RON 95 representing the X, RON 97 representing the Y, diesel representing the Z variable. Okay, I hope you guys are clear about this. Okay, before moving on into solving the question, if you haven't watched the first two examples, please click on the link above, okay, for better understanding. Okay, so without further ado, let us start to solve the question now. Okay, so since we have already made some clarification regarding the bills and the variables, which is a very important information, so our first step will be convert this information into the equation form. Okay, so let us start with company P. So company P, okay, so from here, since RON 95 representing X, RON 97 representing Y and diesel representing the Z, so we can use this information and form the equation respectively. So from here, 500 X plus 100 Y plus 200 Z is equals to 1,786. Okay, so continue with the company Q. So you have 100X, okay, and then plus with 200Y, okay, and then you plus with 500Z. So from here you get 1,810. Okay, so for the company R, so it will be 100X plus with 600Y plus with 400Z, okay, is equals to 2,592. Okay, you can ask me a question, so why I didn't perform the labeling? Okay, there is a reason. Okay, before proceed into doing the labeling, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to simplify these three equations respectively, because as you can see here, the variables, the coefficient for the X, Y and Z, they are big. Okay, so it will be slightly difficult for us to proceed for the upcoming steps. So it is better for us to simplify this whole equations, okay, by dividing with the certain numbers. Okay, so it will be easier for us for the upcoming calculation. So let me write down in the working here. Okay, simplifying equations. Okay, so from here, so the first equation, so it is better for us to divide with 2. Okay, and the second equation, okay, you divide with 10. So and the third equation, you divide with 4. So in case you can ask me, so how you get this 2, 10 or 4, you use the HCF, highest common factor. Okay, so the HCF for the first equation is 2, for the second equation is 10 and the third equation is 4. Okay, so simple concept, guys. Okay, so from here, so you simplify the equation, so you will get 250x plus 50y plus 100z, it is equals to 893. Okay, For the second one, it will be it will be 10x plus with 20y plus with 50z. Let me write the plus properly. Okay, you should get equals to 181. Okay, and for the third equation, it will be 25x plus with 150y plus with 100z. Okay, you should get equals to 648. Okay, so once you simplify this equation, okay, now only we're going to label this as equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3 respectively. Okay, so please wait for a moment. So let me perform the labeling for you. Okay, so once we're done with the labeling, our next step will be reducing from 3 variables into 2 variables. Okay, in order to perform that, you need to do it for 2 times, okay, by selecting either one of the 2 equations. So from that, which variable you want to choose, okay, that is up to you, but in this case, I'm going to choose the variable z, okay, to eliminate first. So let me write down in the working here, reducing 3 variables to 2 variables, okay, preferably z variable. Okay, so in this case we are choosing the z variable to be eliminated first. So let us perform the reduction for 2 times. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to choose equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, so using equation 1 and 2, so let me write down in the working here, using equation 1 and 2. So let me just copy paste this. Okay, copy, and I just paste it over here. Okay, save time. So from here, since we are going to eliminate the z variable, so for the equation 2, it is better for us to just times with 2. Okay, you just leave it the equation 1 just like that. Okay, so from here, your new equation, okay, your equation 1 will be remaining the same. Okay, so however, for the equation 2, so you will be times the whole equation by 2, right? So it will be 20x plus 40y plus with 100z. So you will get equals to 362. Okay, so this is your new equation, okay, from the equation 2 itself. So since you are going to eliminate the z, so these 2 equations, you minus them together. Okay, so I hope you guys understand the working till now. Okay, so let us perform the subtraction for the left hand side equation followed by the right hand side equation. Okay, so 250x minus with 20x, but before that, it is better for me to change the pen ink. Okay, why I'm changing the pen ink, okay, you will know it later on. Okay, so just stay with me. So 250x minus with 20x, so from here you get is 230x. Okay, so 50y minus 40y, so you get is positive 10y. So from here 230x plus with 10y, so 893 minus with 362, so from here you get equals to 531. So this will be your fourth equation. So this fourth equation, it is better for me to box this, okay, so that you will know it clearly. So let me just box this and label it as equation number 4. Okay, so after doing 2 examples, I feel it's better for me to just box it, so it will be better for the students to see it. Okay, so this is the first equation after the reduction from 3 variables to 2 variables. So we still need to perform one more time, okay, for the second time also. So for the second time, we're going to choose equation 2 and equation 3. Okay, so let me just change the color ink. Okay, so from here, in this case, since we are going to use the equation 2 and 3, so let me just write in the working here. Okay, so from here what I'm going to do is this equation 2 and 3 I'm going to copy and paste it under the working here. Okay, so let me just copy this equation and paste it over here. Okay, so remember guys, we are still in the process of eliminating the z variable. Okay, so just wanted to remind you again that. Okay, so from here the equation 2, okay, you times the whole equation by 2 since we're going to eliminate the z variable. Okay, equation 3 remains the same. So from here, so this equation 2, it is just the same as the previous working. Okay, it will be 20x plus with 40y plus with 100z equals to 362. Okay, for the equation 3 remains the same. Okay, you can just copy paste this. Wait a oops. Okay, so to eliminate the z variable, so you can minus these two equations. Okay, minus these two equations, so the z and z will cancel off. Okay, so let us perform the calculation for the left hand side followed by the right hand side. But before that, let me change the color. Wait, where is the red? Okay, so from here 20x minus with 25x, so from here you get is negative 5x. 40y minus with 150y, so from here you get is 2. So from here you get is negative 110y. I almost said the wrong value, so sorry guys. Okay, so 40y minus 150y is technically negative 110y. Okay, so the next, so 362 minus with 648, so from here you should get is negative 286. Okay, so this will be your fifth equation, but before that let me just box this. You know what, let me move it first and box this. Okay, just copy this, paste it over here, change this into number 5. Okay, so since we have performed the reduction from 3 variables to 2 variables and we down to 2 variables with 2 equations, so from here we can proceed for the next step by reducing from 2 variables into 1 variable. Okay, so from here which variable you want to eliminate, it is up to you, but in this case I'm choosing to eliminate the x. Okay, so if you want to choose y also, again it is up to you. Okay, so from here so reducing 2 variables to 1 variable, that will be our next step. So let me write down in the working here. Okay, so from here what I'm going to do is this equation 4 and equation 5 I'm going to copy paste here. Okay, so just copy this. So this is your equation 4. So this is your equation number 5. Okay, so from here, since I'm deciding to eliminate the x variable, so it is better for me to times the equation 5 by 46. Okay, let me just label this equation 4 and equation 5. okay, by 46. Okay, so from here your equation 4 will be remaining the same. Okay, anyhow, let me just rewrite this again. So from here 230x plus with 10y equals to 531. Okay, for the equation 5, okay, there will be a changes. So it will be negative 230x. Okay, so negative 110 times with 46. So from here you get 5060, negative 5060. Okay, just to be clear, negative 5060y, okay, equals to negative 286 times with 46. So from here you get 13,156. Okay, I know it's a bit complex, but just do it steadily. Okay, no worries. Okay, so in order to eliminate the x variable, so you just plus them together. Okay, you just plus them together. So positive, negative, you plus them together, so they will cancel off each other. So the x variable get cancelled off. So you're only left with the y variable. So 10y plus with negative 5060y. So from here you get negative 5050y, okay, is equals to 531. Oh, by the way, this one should be negative, huh? Thank God, I just noticed this. Okay, 531 plus with negative 13,156. So from here you should get is negative 12,625. Okay, so from here you calculate this, you should get your y is equals to 2.50. But since we are calculating in a price, so it is better for us to mention the currency. In this case is RM 2 ringgit 50 cent. Okay, so this is our first solution. So let me underline this. Okay, so once you get the y value, so the next step is finding the x value. So how are you going to find the x value? By substituting this y value into either equation 4 or equation 5. It is up to you, but in this case, so I'm choosing to substitute into the equation number 5. Okay, so from here, so wait, when y equals to RM 2 ringgit 50 cent, okay, so from here negative 5x minus 110, okay, you substitute in the y value, which in this case is 2.5, okay, is equals to negative 286. Okay, so from here you calculate. So from here you get negative 5x equals to negative 11. So you calculate the x, you should be getting 2 ringgit 20 cent. Okay, so this is your second solution. So let me underline this. Okay, once we get the y value followed by the x value, so our final step is by finding the z value. So to find the z value, you can use these two values, y and x, and substitute into either one of these three equations. Okay, so in this case I'm choosing to substitute into the equation number 2. Okay, so let me just copy paste this. Okay, so thus to find z, okay, so from here let me just copy paste the equation. Okay, and now I write down with the substitution of the values. Okay, so from here 10 times 2.20, okay, plus with 20 times with 2.50, plus with 50 z, okay, the z one, which is the one we're going to find out now. So you should be getting equals to 181. Okay, so from here 50z is equals to 109. Okay, so from here you should get your z equals to 2 ringgit and 18 cents. Okay, so from here let me underline the third solution. Okay, so that is all for the step-by-step working and solution for this question. I hope you understand the full working that I've shown to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future, and not to forget to share this video. Thank you everyone for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.